Welcome to Whiteboard Wednesdays, Real Talk with a Realtor. I'm Sharice Wynn, also known as the Agent Lady, and today we are going to talk about appraisal. So, do you need one? If the answer is no, that's because you're paying cash and it really is up to you whether or not you want an appraisal done. If the answer is yes, then you are getting a mortgage and it is not up for debate. So who orders the appraisal? That would be your lender. So you pay them roughly $500. It varies from lender to lender, and they order the appraisal through a third-party company. Why do you need an appraisal? Well, the lender wants to make sure that the value comes in, at least the contract sales price. And for you, you want to make sure that you're not overpaying. What does the appraiser look for? Well, they look for value and they look for repair. So unlike the home inspection, when you have repairs that come up from the home inspection, they're negotiable. Those are things that you and the seller can work out. But if repairs come up for the appraisal, they must be done, and they must be done prior to settlement. Who typically pays for it? Well, typically it's the seller who pays for it because it has to be done prior to settlement because you don't own the house. Sometimes I have buyers ask, well, can I take care of those items myself, just in case the seller can't afford it? And I would say if it's like $100 or less, like you need to take care of some peeling paint or a missing handrail, then I would say we could work that out. But if it's a couple $100, I just really don't recommend it because you're putting money into a home that you don't own yet, and something could happen where you don't purchase the home and then you're not going to get that money back. So it really just depends. As far as the value is concerned, they're looking for comps. They're looking for homes that sold that are similar to yours. So if you are looking to buy a 2-story home that has 3 beds, 2.5 baths, a roof deck, and parking, they're going to look for things that are similar and pretty much square footage and amenity. So whatever your house has more of or is lacking, they're going to add and subtract those differences. And unfortunately, sometimes that value also falls short. So the appraisal, the number came in low. So what happens then? Like, where do we go from here? Typically, the listing side is going to want to appeal that value to see if they can get the appraiser to look at comps that they might not have considered. So there's a process that must take place, and you as the buyer will have to confirm that you're okay with them appealing the value. So if the appeal doesn't work, now it's time to negotiate again, okay? So sometimes when the value is off and it's not too far off, typically the seller will just come down in value. If I had a scenario where the buyer and seller met in the middle. Now what that means for you as the buyer is that you're coming up with that difference. So if you were supposed to already bring $5,000 to the table and now you're going to meet the seller in the middle, and that was an additional, maybe it came in $5,000 short, and you said, okay, I'll meet you in the middle, that's $2,500, and now you're bringing $7,500 to the table. So I just want to make sure we're clear on that. I know it was a lot of numbers, but if you're meeting them in the middle, you are definitely going to have to bring that difference. Or if the numbers are just so far off, and the seller does not have any wiggle room to negotiate down, and you don't have any money to come up, then you can walk away and get your deposit money back. And same holds true for the repairs. If there's no way to negotiate or come to terms, then you can walk away as the buyer and get your deposit money back. So I hope that helped with the information for appraisal. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to message me and make it a great day. And please join us next Whiteboard Wednesday.